Well. It's you can call it the loser bracket today. This episode of the pod. Welcome back everybody as we conclude week 1 of our NoCo fantasy football playoffs. Ryan, we got a lot to uncover. We got a lot to talk about, but first, you look pretty snazzy. Where did you just come from?
I came from our office Christmas party.
Okay, over at Tread.
Oh yeah. Yep, we
Nice.
had we had a company velo off today and then a little company Christmas party. So
Hell yeah.
came straight here. Little brag today. Didn't train at all. Still got 89 miles an hour in the arm today.
Out of the old rigatoni, huh? That's
Yep. And
pretty good.
still finished second to last in the company velo off. So
It's
we
I
had
bet
we
it's
had somebody get up to like 98.5 or something of like a staff member. Yeah. Multiple nine, like three plus 97s. Yeah.
Well, I
Cool
guess
day.
that's what happens when you work with all former Division One to pro athletes. So,
Yeah. Yeah. It was
um,
wild. It was wild.
no, sounds fun though. That's
Yeah.
cool. But, um, yeah, good. I would say it was a good round of fantasy football all around for us. Just in general for like for our league's sake. Definitely a lot of action across the league. Um, you definitely were just mentioning to me you saw literally everything fall in front of your eyes within a span of 10 to 15
Yeah.
minutes on Jacob's team. Um, so how about we just get right into it? Do you want to start with the toilet bowl?
Yeah. Let's start with the toilet bowl. This was a real back and forth game for a while, right? It was sitting at like 100 to 100 essentially in projections for the first like 3 hours of NFL Sunday, I
Hmm.
believe. Um, And then Casey just started to pull ahead. ETN, as that Jacksonville game finished, ETN went into halftime with like 3 points and finished the game with 31. So he snagged 3 touchdowns in the second half. Wandale Robinson grabbed himself a touchdown. So things went well for Casey as the day went on, because otherwise it was like super. It was going to be a super anticlimactic finish. He does have Evan McPherson in there with a zero. I don't remember if he chugged already or not,
I
but
don't think he has
it's a
as
victory
of
chug.
yeah, as of 7:38 on Wednesday night, but
Yeah,
um
but not a lot great for Sage either. Like
I think
he
this
gave
might have
us
been
some
one of his
blanks, but
worst performances of the year.
unfortunately I think it's about average. So
Let's
Sage is our loser.
yup.
What else stood out to you about this matchup?
Oh, well, I'm looking at Sage's schedule in the past. Week 1, he scored 94 points.
Okay.
Week 2, he scored 94 points and beat me, which that was a 94 to 90 week 7 matchup, a real barn burner. Um so no, that wasn't his worst performance, but it was definitely up there. So yeah, really it looked like it was going to be your traditional just really bad toilet bowl game, which it would have made it close, but it makes it just that much more hilarious.
Yep.
Um, ETN, I mean, easily that was Casey's meal ticket for the day was ETN
Did you
getting
say his meal ticket?
like that's what got him through. Like that's what yeah, his meal ticket for the day.
I've never heard that one.
You've
That's
never
funny.
heard that? You've never heard that
No,
saying?
that's very Midwest, I think.
Oh. It's like a track runner, like their legs are their meal ticket because that's like what carries them. That's what gets them
I get it, I think. I
like
just
like a
haven't heard that. That is funny.
like a pitcher's fastball. If he has like a good fastball, like that's his meal ticket into
His
the
meal
league.
ticket.
So
Huh.
you know, it's not like get even or get even worse. It's more methodical, I would say. If there's one thing about me, I like my sayings. So,
Better sayings.
no, ETN, hell of a game. Even had Nico Collins with 85 yards and 2 tutties being really big for him. And then really the only standout for Sage was Jay Will with 134 and a tutty, and then Chase Brown. Tough way to end a year, obviously, especially for Sage. Just a really just soft year. And now, probably at the end of the season, that's when we'll vote on, or does I
I,
remind me,
I
does
think winner
winner
gets to
pick?
pick.
Winner
I,
gets to
I I
pick.
pulled up the punishments so we can go over them.
You want to do that
Um,
now?
yeah, why don't we talk about
Good.
it quick? So it's the hot dog punishment that they have to only eat 76 hot dogs wieners and buns until they can eat another food.
Jesus.
Um, there is the bowling punishment where you go to the bowling alley and score a perfect game. Every beer is 10 pins, every hot dog is five, and if you get a pitcher, it's 50. And then there is the other one that's the Waffle House punishment.
Waffle House.
24 hours, 1 hour for every waffle.
Alrighty. Well,
So I do
um,
think I picked Sage to win mostly because I just wanted a little excitement. But realistically, the worst team lost this
yeah.
year.
And I guess
So
that's a good thing
yeah,
for
yep.
morals for
Yeah, the team with the worst players and the worst points lost. So
you.
it's what Casey didn't deserve to lose. I just have. I mean, he didn't. He
Yep.
didn't. So I'm glad it worked out like that. I don't like root for anybody to just like lose. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I do. But like I wasn't rooting for either one of those guys to lose. But it did just so happen that the worst team lost. I do remember a conversation with Sage in August telling me about how good his team was and how he didn't want to make any trades with me because all my players were so much worse than his, which I do
This was
think
at
is
Alex's
funny.
wedding.
No, this was in Sage's parents' backyard. But
Oh,
he
okay.
probably said dumb things like that there too.
Probably.
So
Uh,
yeah, it's tough.
Remind me, who is still left on Sage's team that he actually physically drafted? Is it just Chase McLaughlin as kicker?
Oh man, Casey's was like that. I don't know about Sage.
Oh, I thought that was
Sage,
Sage.
no, it was like Casey from week one. It was like yeah, it was like his kicker.
That's
So
hilarious.
we'll find out. Casey said this year he wasn't gonna make any trades. We'll see next year if he makes any trades. He didn't lose, so
Yeah.
he's off of that.
Yeah.
So
So, you,
congratulations, Sage!
yep,
Toilet bowl.
you
Woo!
are our toilet bowl champion,
You
Sage.
are our biggest loser for the first time, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he's lost the toilet bowl ever.
Do we have four? We have four losers. Did you lose one year? You lost. Maybe you're.
I might, yes, I did.
So you, Kobe, Casey, and Sage, all
Yeah.
big stinky losers.
Yeah. It's the season of giving, so why not?
Yep.
You want to go over my matchup or yours?
Let's go to yours first.
Okay. I took a nail biter. Um, I took a nail biter to Keegan, 133 to 132. Keegan was so good at fantasy where he actually removed one of his players after the Sunday night game. So kudos to him. It ended up being a little bit closer. It sucks. Definitely being that close, even though I wasn't that close. I definitely left a lot of meat on the bone when it comes to my bench, but in no way, shape, or form I was starting Tyrone Tracy over Judkins or putting Darren Waller in over Travis Kelce. And then I even picked up the Bears in waivers, and I thought they were gonna have a really good showing, which they did. Baltimore just on my bench. I didn't. No one could have projected they were gonna pitch a shutout in Cleveland, and doing what they did. So, it's just how fantasy football goes. I mean, I left 75 points on the bench between those three players, which either one of those swapped makes it really a completely different game. Even if Keegs does keep DK in, who was gonna fumble apparently. So it would have been close, but that's just how fantasy football goes. And Keegan, Josh Jacobs had a really good game. Jamar Chase. What single-handedly killed me was Trey McBride having 134 yards and
Yeah,
two TDs. I'm still shocked with how great Jacoby Brissett has been for the Cardinals.
he's been
Um,
excellent.
he
He's finished
has,
as a top 12 QB since week 6, every single week.
yeah,
He's the only guy to do it this year. He's the first guy since like Mahomes or something in like
mhm.
2022. It's like it's an unreal streak for somebody who's a backup quarterback.
Yeah, and funny enough, in my other league, with my fiance and her family, I'm in the championship against one of her dad's friends. I actually just picked up Jacoby Brissett off waivers to start in my championship game, which is
Wow.
really funny to me. I started the year with Joe Burrow. I had Daniel Jones for a long time, and then I had Stafford for a week, and then I picked up Jared Goff for a couple weeks, and now I'm picking up Jacoby Brissett. So it's funny just how that all fizzles out and works out. So um, like I said, I think Trey McBride single-handedly beat me this week. Just with
Yeah.
the volume he put up is nuts. So It was good. It was a solid match. I think what I'll say, and I think you and me kind of texted about this. Um, Obviously Keegan will have a chug for having a zero, but I
Yep.
think it might even be a double chug since it was intentionally left open. That can be a league decision, but
We can take a vote on it for
we
sure.
can take a vote on it. But no, the scoreboard looks way closer than what it really is, just with Keegan leaving that guy out. So, but no,
Yeah.
Keegan next week will go on this week and take on the first round, the first overall spot, Kobe. So we'll talk about that matchup here in a little bit. But let's get into your matchup with the Undertaker, and I'm gonna have you talk about your team, and then I want to just kind of show what like literally Jacob was on like death's doorstep and now he's literally in a fighting chance for the championship, which is absolutely hilarious. And that's just fantasy football in a nutshell. It really is.
Yeah.
So, why don't you give me the rundown on how your week went?
Yeah, it's tough. I was complaining to Nick before this started. We chatted for 5 minutes before, and I told him, let's just start the fucking podcast. Like,
Let's
let's
just
just
talk.
start. I'm gonna try not to be an insufferable asshole during this because I'm still so angry. I take it so seriously, which it is what it is. I got off to a hot start. Hurts, Swift, and Barkley all scored about 20. They combined for 60, and I was like, okay, okay. And my team was projected. I think we were 70% chance to win at my peak. And I
Yep.
was like, all right, I'm in a comfortable spot. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go on a run. And I'm listening to Red Zone as I'm running. And all of a sudden I hear Anna McLaurin, 55-yard touchdown. I'm like, fuck, okay. It's all right. I still got like a 55% chance to win. And then it goes, oh, and Olave touchdown. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Now I'm down 5%. And then I hear Michael Wilson, touchdown, like within 3 minutes of each other, 5 minutes
Yep.
of each other. And I'm like, Jesus, how? How is this going to happen? And then from then on, it was just downhill. I thought I could claw my way back in it, but there wasn't much heart from any of my 4 o'clock players. Brock Bowers, CMC, and RJ Harvey all were incredibly mid. And then I needed like the 1 in 1 million chance for George Pickens to score a million and
Mhm.
Brandon Aubrey and CD to have terrible games. So like honestly, it sucks because my team didn't play bad. I was projected 146.22 and I scored 146.1. So like I basically got to projection,
Yep.
but Kobe's or not Kobe, sorry, Jacob's team just boomed at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, 60
Tough.
points from his two backs. I mean, Olave with 20, Kittle with 22,
Yeah.
McLaurin 15. I mean, literally all of his guys like all of his guys showed
Yeah.
out when they
It was
needed to.
that it was that like also at that 1 o'clock I forgot James Cook and Travion Henderson were dog fighting in the third and the fourth quarter, just
Yeah.
trading leads and they were just trading touchdowns. And
Yep.
it was just horrific. That one game, his two running backs scored 6 total touchdowns.
It's nuts.
So yeah, it was just a one of one excellent week for Jacob. I won't lie and say that I'm not incredibly salty and pissed knowing that I did what I needed to do. Got the right defense and kicker in there, got 30 points from that.
Hmm.
But yeah, sometimes you just get fantasy football. And
Yeah.
that was one of those times, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you and me, obviously, we're both 0 and 2. We both picked each other. That's just how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. But congratulations to our two winners. They are moving on to the next round, taking on Kobe and Alex. So why don't we break down our fifth game, our fifth place game, and then we can go into the two other games that actually matter. So
I have one more salty point before we move on.
go nuts.
I ended up sneaking that 3 seed from Keegan, that swapped me up to the other bracket. I got it by 4 points. If that doesn't happen, I win my matchup against you and I move on.
Yeah, I mean that's
And
just
Keegan loses. So legitimately, me getting a better seed by accident with 4 extra points ended my season and kept Keegan's going. So if Keegan wins this year, and now I'm rooting for him to win, I get part of that ring. It's a 50-50 ring because I gave Keegan the privilege of life. He is the mother and I am the baby. He has given birth to me. So I'm getting like 30 to 50% of the ring if Keegan goes on to win.
There you
And he's
go.
he's my new pick. I'm picking him in every matchup.
Okay. That's you heard it here. So good stuff. Alrighty. You and me will face each other for the fifth place game. I am currently projected right now 131. You are at 137. I think I'm still looking to swap a defense. I'm still technically I have to pull Drake London from my IR because he is questionable. But he is day to day, so I'm waiting a little bit later in the week until they actually make an announcement on him. But I may not be able to wait that long, so I might have to end up. I mean, this is our last week. I'm not going to play Hawkinson. I'm probably not going to play Addison, so I can drop one of those guys regardless. Or I mean, I have a defense on my bench. But is your lineup set from what you are looking at the moment?
No, I'm actually setting it right now. I can I
Okay.
can throw T. Higgins in for RJ Harvey and have a bet. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck if I'm in sixth place or you're in sixth place or I'm in fifth. It doesn't matter. We
Yeah.
both lost. We both are losing $100. So like I don't. You can win. I'll bench all my players. I don't give a shit. Like
Okay.
I'm too salty to comment on the fifth and sixth place match.
Alrighty. Well, that makes it easy for me then. I'm gonna have good old Jay Allen throwing the rock for me. Hopefully having a better game out of Brees Hall against the Saints. I'm really looking forward to that. I would like for Drake London to be active because then I'd like to say that he actually got to play for me at least once.
Yeah, that'd be
Um,
nice.
I rolled the dice on him and it kind of, it was whatever. I knew I wasn't making a big run this year anyway. I was just kind of looking to stay out of the penalty box. So we'll see what it is. It's our last fantasy matchup of the year. Some of us are probably happy for that. Some of us are probably sad about it. Who knows? But yeah, at the moment, you are slated to beat me 143 to 131. So we will see what that pans out to. But how about we just jump right into the matches that actually matter?
Hmm.
So if you, who do you want to divulge into? Or I mean, we'll do it together, but
Let's
I
let's go
have,
Gum Munchers MTV Gibbs.
okay, perfect. The one versus the four. So,
Yep. And as I'm scrolling down this list, it's basically a one for one. Kobe has the advantage in almost every single matchup.
mhm.
QB, RB1, RB2, wide receiver one, wide receiver two. Keegan has tight end, and then Kobe has both flex spots and the kicker, and not the defense. So Keegan's got the advantage in the defense category and the tight end category.
Mhm.
And for that reason, I'm picking Keegan to win.
Okay. Just based off of those two.
It's off of vibes.
Alrighty. Based off of vibes. Yeah, I mean they're both average to start to sit accuracy is right at that 90% mark. I think this will probably be the better matchup out of the two matchups this week. Um, it's really hard to go against it's really hard to go against Taylor, Gibbs, and Smith and Jigba, truthfully. Um, so, and I honestly think Teddarella McMillan's going to have a good week as well, placing the playing against the Tampa Bay defense. So, I have Kobe moving on. I think Kobe's going to win it all just because
Mm.
of that team. But I mean, literally anything could happen any week. That's fantasy football. So, you have Keegan going on. I have MTV Gibbs moving on. So we're
There
split.
is an interesting thing. He's got Trevor Lawrence and Bo Nix, Keegan does, on his roster for quarterbacks. Both of them are going against each other. Tough defenses. There's Baker Mayfield versus Carolina on the waivers, Brock Purdy versus Indianapolis, and Jacoby Brissett versus Atlanta.
Hmm.
I would probably start all three of those over both Bo Nix and Trevor Lawrence this week. It'll be interesting to see. Keegan's been super loyal to his guys, loyal to a fault at sometimes.
Hmm.
Um, it'll be interesting to see if Keegan keeps Bo Nix, keeps his loyalty to the Broncos, or if he maybe opts for a better fantasy QB to give himself like an edge in the matchup. You're right. Kobe's team on paper much better. much better. But we know that it's not really how fantasy playoffs work.
Nope, not at
Um,
all.
there's some tough matchups in here. There's some interesting ones. We've got a new QB for Jalen Waddle. There's like JT in San Francisco is not ideal. Jay Herbs, we'll see it, how that turns out. But it's not like the best matchups ever for Kobe. So I do think Keegan has a fighting chance.
Mm,
I do think maybe a different QB could give him a better fighting chance. But here I am, armchair coaching
yeah.
fantasy football.
I was
So
say we lost this week, so we lost this past week, so we don't know
we
what
did.
the hell we're talking about. Keegan actually just picked up Lawrence off waivers Wednesday morning. So and he of course dropped Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
That's
Rip.
who he started against me with. But yeah, we'll see how that kind of works out. But now on to Big Al versus the Undertaker. Jacob having a kind of resurgence in just what he was literally looking at in the face, truthfully. Um, he's now he's now fighting for a shot in the ship, which will be pretty cool. Right
He's
now,
guaranteed playing for money at this
yep,
point.
yep.
So
So yeah, pretty good stuff. He right now just looking across, he doesn't really have too many advantages. He has the tight end advantage. Um, and that's he has the kicker advantage with Aubrey, and then I think he's sticking with the Vikings defense. Alex is finally playing the Texans defense after having them on his bench for the weeks when they just absolutely go nuts. So this one, it's you look back and forth, but it's easy to say the one versus the two are going to face each other in the ship. On paper, it's super easy to call that. I would like to think Jacob has a fighting chance, just like how Keegan has a fighting chance against Kobe. But it'll really all come down to just, what's going to truthfully happen. As elementary as that sounds, it's just what it is.
yep, there I agree. It's pretty easy to call Alex the winner. I mean, a 169 projection,
It's nuts.
that's crazy. I think
Stupid.
I had some years where it was like 160, maybe 165, and this is like five, that's five, like it's insane. It's by far the most we've ever seen. The Texans defense, like you said, 12-point projection. The kicker's almost 10-point projection. Now here's where I'd like to poke some holes and potentially where things could go wrong for Alex, right? Kyrie Fairbairn, I think that they're not going to kick a lot of field goals this week potentially against the Raiders. So I
Hmm.
think that he could have a midweek. He's also got Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson. Now we saw it last week; they both went off, but that's pretty rare
Kyle
that two
Pitts
guys.
is Kyle Pitts is not having remotely a close enough week like he did last week. He
Yep.
will not.
So that's two guys that like maybe one of them goes off, but also you don't know about that. Devon Achan, his value goes down without Tua, I would think. I don't know.
Hmm.
Quinn Ewers' first game, who knows? We've got Puka Nakua playing on Thursday, short week. Some of those Thursday games are a little bit unpredictable.
The
Not
Rams
always.
are actually delayed right now getting into Seattle on their plane, so
See, there
that's
you
going to be
go.
funky.
There you go. And then last one here, we've got Rashi Rice in concussion protocol.
Mm.
So this team is not without its
And
question
he's
marks.
he's going to have a backup quarterback too.
He's got backup quarterback Lamar Jackson's questionable, and he plays versus New England, a solid
Yeah.
defense. Like for as many points as Alex is projected, I think that there are some major holes in like his players. So
Yep.
I could say the same about Kobe's player or Jacobs. I keep calling him Kobe. About Jacobs players, but they're all vastly inferior to Alex's. Like basically all of them are worse
Yep.
when you go head to head with it. So, but it doesn't matter in fantasy playoffs if you can string together some hot weeks.
Yep.
So, for that reason, ooh, who are you picking?
I'm going to go with Alex.
So you went with both the favorites?
Yep.
I'm going Alex.
Okay. Alrighty. So we're taking both Big Al, and then you're taking Gum Munchers, and I'm taking MTV Gibbs. So, yeah, another interesting week of fantasy football as we're getting into the semis. We got two really good games, and then of course we have our consolation game. So that will be interesting within itself. Um, but yeah, it's just a little bit shorter of an episode. Not a lot to talk about. No one's on. No reason to talk about standings because they don't matter anymore. So, I don't know. Is there anything you kind of wanted to talk about, or you just want to cut her loose?
Yeah, I want to talk about your hat.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
the, um, so I made it known to everybody. I
Mhm.
think it was pretty obvious what I was doing this weekend. I was in Dallas for the Vikings, Cowboy game, and there is a Post Malone Dallas Cowboy themed canes in North Dallas. And I took Haley's family there and I got this hat from a vending machine. It's blue and silver
Oh.
and it's got the P and the M for Post Malone. So, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So pretty sick. Haley's little sister is a big Cowboy fan and likes Post Malone, so I got her a t-shirt. So yeah, I got this hat, which is pretty dope. It's just all silver and blue. The restaurant is dope. It's literally all blue and silver. Lights are blue and silver. The drive-through has a big star you drive through. Um,
Hmm.
Up top, it was my best fast food experience of all time. Yes, the atmosphere was cool, but I would even argue that Canes was probably some of the best quality of chicken I've had at a Canes.
Wow.
So, um,
Top notch, huh?
very, very. So, yeah, if
Hmm.
you were curious what the hell it was,
I was.
it's a
I was looking into it.
blue and silver Canes hat, and then the PM for Post Malone. So,
No, that's nice. So when you said you were in Dallas,
yes,
right? Did you know that there's two Dallases?
in Texas.
There's one in South Dakota.
Well, I live in South Dakota, but I've
You,
never been to Dallas, South Dakota.
so are you familiar what Dallas, South Dakota is popular for?
No, I'm not.
So
Can you?
it's a big hunting town.
Okay.
And everybody goes there once the hunting season starts, not only to hunt, but then there's a bunch of rich people who go there and they will take private jets and fly out lady dancer friends,
Hmm.
specifically to go to these they fly them out from New York and LA and Miami, and they're flying these girls in private jets to go to these like clubs in Dallas, South Dakota. Now let me look up the population of Dallas, South Dakota.
I don't even know where Dallas, South Dakota lies.
The
Is it on the?
population is 89 people. And there are these insane bars where they're flying these girls out to for like weekends during hunting season in South Dakota. It's in the middle of nowhere.
It looks like
But
it's
it's
right off of the reservation.
yep, yeah. It's apparently really good hunting land. But yeah, that is what Dallas is known for is the flurry of private jets that come in for hunting season with hundreds of dancer girls.
Wow. Well, I was not there. I was in the warmer Dallas, down south Dallas. Um, so maybe
Are you sure?
that's.
Can you prove that? Are you sure that's not where the Cowboys play this weekend?
I can assure that they actually play in Arlington, Texas. So that's actually
Oh,
where I was.
okay.
Um, But no, that was a fun trip. If you ever get the chance to go to AT&T Stadium, it's dope. But the fans, Cowboy fans, were very quiet, and also the stadium was very full of Viking fans, which I was very surprised with.
Wow, really?
It was, yeah, the Skull
They're
Champ.
quiet? That's not at all what I was expecting.
Yeah, you wouldn't think, but like with 5 minutes left in the fourth, Minnesota had already gone up by a full touchdown, so all the Cowboy fans left to dodge traffic. So
Wow.
it was maybe like 55 degrees out. No, like probably 50. And it was a little bit breezy. And people were walking to the game in like full blown like winter jackets, beanies, pants. Like it was pretty funny. Granted, when we got there a couple days prior, we walked the outside of the stadium and it was like 70 degrees. Um, and then I actually walked over to Globe Life where the Rangers play. And I picked up a sweet Marcus Semien jersey on sale for really cheap. So, um, you know, that was pretty sick as well. But
I love
um,
Marcus Seaman.
Marcus Semien, yes. But no, it was a dope weekend. I was glad I was able to go. And the Vikings got the win. So I got to see JJ Gritty live in person. Um, off of that fake fourth and goal run. So that was fun. But No, all around good trip, good vibes. So, wish I was there instead of here in very windy and very cold South Dakota at the moment. So,
I agree. What do you say we close the video with a new potential segment here?
yeah, go nuts. This is news to me.
I think we should go through and predict who wins each game of the NFL week. Rapid fire.
Oh,
Rapid
alrighty.
fire. So we're gonna start.
Hold on.
Rams, Seahawks.
I need to, oh, are you going to list off the,
I can read them off. I can read them
okay.
off. Rams,
Rams,
Seahawks.
defense is really good on both sides, but I like Matthew Stafford more.
I'm going Rams. Eagles, Commanders.
Eagles.
I'm going Eagles. Packers, Bears.
Ooh, good division line. The good division game. This game's on Saturday night, isn't it?
Yeah, it is actually. I'm
Which
going Bears.
I'm going Packers. They've
Okay,
had a lot of
great.
injuries, but I like the Packers.
Chargers, Cowboys.
Cowboys are down. Is it at home? Where is it at?
It's in Dallas.
It's in Dallas. Chargers are still fighting
Not
for
South
the.
Dakota.
Okay, thank you. Chargers are still fighting for a spot in the AFC West, so I think they're way better than the Cowboys. So give me the Chargers.
I'm going Chargers as well. Vikings, Giants. Give me JJ. Number 9.
Yeah.
Taking home fade that. Jackson Dart.
Oh, okay,
Yep, Jackson Dart.
Mr. Concussion Protocol.
God, no, I'm going with 9. I'm pivoting again. I'm pivoting. I'm going Vikings.
Okay, I'm going Vikings.
Okay, great. Bengals, Dolphins.
Oh, two just historic franchises. I'm giving Quinn Ewers the debut win.
I'm giving him the debut loss.
Tua turned
Buck,
the ball over is no more a thing. So,
he's got dude, I have in my 32-man fantasy league, I'm in the toilet bowl. It's a bracket of 8. I
mhm,
have Tua as my QB
good,
and I roster the backup, not
good.
the third string. No, no, yeah, not good. I roster Zach Wilson, the second string, and I Tua, the first string. And somebody's owned Quinn Ewers since August.
Good.
That's what that fucking league is.
Good for
So
that guy.
now I'm in round 2 of the playoffs, projected 57 points. And
I like
oh
it.
my God, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose the 32-man league.
Don't you have to drive someone a sandwich?
I think that's one of the punishments is driving to the winner and hand delivering them a sandwich.
Dope. Hopefully it's like
If
Jimmy
not,
John's.
I will be so pissed.
Oh,
Anyways, okay. You went Dolphins. All right, Bucks
yes.
Panthers.
Give me the Panthers.
No,
They
man.
look good.
They
They're
look
gonna win the South.
Bucks.
Alrighty.
Jets Saints.
Oh God, this is a good game.
No,
Give me Tyler sourdough bread in the Saints.
I like Tyler Shock in the Saints. Bills Browns.
Another historic game. Give me Josh Allen to throw for 1,000,000 yards.
Yeah. Chiefs Titans.
Mmm. Gardner Minshew, he's just gonna throw in like 10 pounds of wintergreen and he's gonna huck the ball.
Titans.
You got Titans.
I do.
I'll take Chiefs. Why not? Bring them.
Jags Broncos.
Now this is gonna be a good game. I think the Jags win.
I'm taking the Broncos.
Okay.
I don't think T-Law is doing like any good. He's done bad against all
Is
good
this in
teams.
Jacksonville or Denver?
No, it's in Denver.
Oh, okay. No, Denver's gonna win. They're undefeated at home. I'm taking Denver.
Okay. Falcons Cards.
Falcons. Kyle Pitts, Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins. Yeah.
You know what? Every time the Falcons should win a game, they lose the game. Cardinals. Raiders Texans. Texans.
Texans.
Steelers Lions.
Lions. They're fighting for their playoff lives.
Yeah, I'm going Lions. Pats Ravens.
Give me Drake, May.
I'm taking
I'm on Bake Miss talk right now. So
I am too.
and Michael May. I just saw Pinwheel Cookies today. Lit me up.
I can't stand the Patriots. I think that they're so much worse than everybody thinks they are. I'm going Ravens. And
All
then the
right.
last one, Monday Night Football, 49ers Colts.
I will be going 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers.
The Rome has absolutely fallen in Indianapolis, and it's absolutely insane the drop off that team has had.
Yeah, but Philip Rivers didn't play bad.
No, he didn't look terrible, but like,
He almost won that game.
yeah, yeah,
I think they won in like a walk-off field goal.
they did.
So
They did.
I actually could see the 49ers losing this game, but I don't think they're going to.
No, not a shot.
I don't think they're going to. Okay. Well, we had like 4 or 5 disagreements of the 16. I
Yep.
mean, there were some real clear, like, not going to be upsets
Yeah.
in there. So we'll check back next week and see how we did.
Perfect. Good stuff. College football is on this weekend. College CFP starts Friday night, so take a look there. But semifinal teams, good luck this weekend. Ryan, I look forward to playing you in the consolation fifth place game. That will be a hoot. So we appreciate it, boys. Have a good week, and we're coming up on Christmas. Honestly, it might be tough to get in a recording during next week because Christmas is on Thursday and Wednesday night is Christmas Eve, obviously. So it's going to be probably a Tuesday or a nothing, honestly.
Yeah, I'll be free.
We'll figure it out. If not, where maybe Ryan will throw something up or we'll do something quick. But
Yeah.
good stuff, boys. We will catch you on the next side.
Peace.